Okay.
Okay. Hello and welcome to the first episode of the DNB podcast. I'm Nodus and this is the lovely Embr. And today we have a very special guest, Sistym.
Hello guys, how you going?
Hello Sistym, good, how are you?
Very good.
Thanks so much for coming on, it's an absolute pleasure. We've both been big fans of yours for a long time and I think you're an influence to both of us.
Oh, thanks.
Coming up and yeah, so
nice, yeah.
been around for a while and done lots of cool things, so I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah. So I'll just give you a quick little rundown about Sistym, what we know about her, and then Sistym will have a talk with us about a bit more in depth of her experience as a DJ and producer. And we'll just talk a lot of shit, and it'll be fun.
Talking shit.
That's what we do best, eh?
Exactly.
So as you say, she's a DJ and a producer. 10 plus years in the scene in Perth and more recently in Melbourne, and she's travelled internationally, played gigs all around the world. Very, very cool stories to tell, I'm sure. She's had residencies with Inhibit, New Forms and Extended Play, and then in Melbourne with Twisted Audio, the Operatives, and is it the D.O.T or the D.O.T?
The D.O.T, so there's
D.O.T.
D.O.T. Yeah, the D.O.T.
Yeah, cool. She supported international artists like Alex Perez, Break, Spectrasol, Ivy Lab, Friction, and all the big names.
Huge names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Nice one.
played big festivals as well, like the very famous Breakfest here in Perth, and even bigger Shambhala in Canada. So she's played.
Wow. That must have
yeah.
been so cool.
That was awesome. It was like
Oh my
more of a
God.
little fluke, to be honest, because a friend was just like an internet friend, basically. She couldn't make it to Shambhala, so she's Canadian. Shout out to Jamie. So she offered me her spot.
So cool.
Wow, that is so
Yeah.
cool.
Liquid Sunrise Jam. So every year, a few of the DNB crews, they do a little sunrise jam in the morning.
Man. Wow, that is so cool. So were you already going to Canada? Were you already there and just nabbed that up?
Yeah, so I had already planned to go.
No, that's
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
cool.
so it was just
What an honour.
good timing.
Yeah.
Shambhala is like
That's
massive
incredible.
festival. Hey, yeah.
It's one of my favourite festivals. It's just everything about it. It's just so much attention to detail. Everybody dresses up, and it's one of those very creative ones.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's so
stage
cool.
production. Yeah, the stage production, the sound is like I've never seen anything like done that well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
My
huge.
sister went there actually, and she said the same thing. It was absolutely incredible. Like nothing like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
So, yeah, it's
I
wanna
listen
go one
to Sticky Bud's Shambhala mix, like every one that he puts out. I
absolutely,
look
that's how
forward
I
to it.
heard about Shambhala. It's
Yeah.
like just 3 Sticky Buds mixes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
so
Sticky
cool.
Buds, WBBL,
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Feature cast.
yeah.
Yeah, I listen to all of those.
heaps.
Yeah. So a couple of other cool places that Sistym's played is in Prague, Budapest, Berlin, Vienna, and Bristol, which is where drum and bass is from, and I guess like the drum and bass capital of the world. And then turning to production, Sistym produced a tune called Ganges, which is
Big
a collab.
tune.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a collab with
That's such a dope tune.
another local legend, Win. So they got this played on Triple J and on BBC Radio 1 by Renee LeVice.
Yeah.
That's so big.
So, yeah,
That's super exciting. And then more recently, she just played at High Life, just being back in Perth. And then next weekend, playing our event, The Bunker. Shout
wait.
out. Yay.
This weekend coming up.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you played at High Life with, is it Rampage?
Yeah, Rampage. So yeah,
So
my friend
cool.
Paige. So she's just started MCing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really good.
Awesome. Yeah, heard
Also
good
from
things.
Perth,
Yeah.
a WA girl. So
Cool.
Yeah.
How do you know
Awesome.
her?
so I met her actually at one of Sammy and Andy's gigs years ago. She played a vinyl set, and then saw her like here and there. And then she moved to Sydney, so didn't see her for a few years. And then we got chatting like 2019, and I was saying she mentioned that she was moving to Melbourne, and so I was like, oh, I'm here too. And she asked me to do like some flat apartment viewings for her and her partner. And so I did that, and then ended up moving in with them for a few months. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, the rest is history.
Cool.
Ah,
One of my
that's a cute
besties.
little story.
Oh, that's so cool. And you've both come to Perth around this for Easter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because obviously everything, all the borders were shut Yeah, couldn't really do much, and then they opened again, so like, let's get back
outta
over
here.
to WA and
Yeah.
go see some
Cool.
family and friends and go to a proper beach.
Yeah. Yes. We've got the best weather for it, I think, so
Yeah.
may as well.
I'm not accustomed to such warmth. Just walking around sweating, I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
so
nice
it's a bit
change.
different.
I live for the heat.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I like the cold. How's things going in Melbourne? What's your experience through like the lockdown and how did you cope with it?
Lockdown was interesting. I had a pretty insane landlord during lockdown, and so I had to move out of my house real quickly. So that was a distraction from lockdown. And then, it was just 9 months of sitting inside and wondering if everything would go back to normal, which,
Wow.
it's pretty nuts.
Yeah,
that's
because
not
we
good,
got
is
like a month of...
I think it was like 3 months of lockdown at the start.
There was like full lockdown, and then there was just kind of like restrictions where it eased up a bit.
So nothing like what really went on over East, I think. It's
when
been a pretty crazy time.
everybody had to wear face masks everywhere. It was just
Scary.
not fun.
Not good, no.
Yeah.
I think we had to wear them for a week and everyone complained. It's pretty annoying, but you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even coming back to Perth, I sort of have this always, because it's been like ingrained in my mind now. It's just like, okay, I'm getting into an Uber. Do I bring a face mask? And then I have to like catch myself and say, I don't have to do that here.
Yeah.
Pretty dreamy here.
Yeah.
It is.
We're very spoiled, and a lot of people take it for granted. But
So how's it being back in Perth now for this short time?
Really good. I've just been super busy catching up with family and friends, and staying in Freo. So I've just been going to the beach and just cruising around there, and just it's just so laid back and nice. Like there's no traffic, there's no crowds.
Yeah. I think you need to go to Melbourne or somewhere else to appreciate the traffic here. It's fine.
It's nothing.
But Freo is so lovely.
I love
I grew
Freo.
up around Freo. That's home for me, I think.
Yeah.
Around there. So
Yeah.
nice, and the beaches and everything.
yeah.
Coastline, and it was just like the fresh, salty air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely smell it. So are things back to normal in Melbourne now?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Just
I think
like-
it's maybe just like slightly less capacity and some venues, but everything's back open again.
Yeah.
I think we have the same thing
Awesome.
here, where it's everything's open, but 50% or 75% capacity for certain venues. So that's really good that everything's getting better over
I
there.
know,
hey,
we're so lucky in Australia.
Yeah.
So lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it, eh?
For sure.
Yeah, we've handled it well. So
Yeah.
there's a little dog down there.
So now a bit of a deep question, going way back. How did you get into drum and bass? Like, what was your first exposure to drum and bass?
I guess maybe hearing Pendulum on Triple J.
Yeah,
Probably
classic.
like most people. I
Yeah.
remember, I think one of the first albums I bought was High Contrast, Tough Guys Don't Dance.
Cool.
One of like the Logistics albums.
Sick.
So I remember just listening to those.
So
a
like
bunch.
mid 2000s ish.
Yeah.
Like
Around mid 2000. Yeah. So Hospital Records, one of the
back.
first labels I got into. My first drum and bass gig would have been Beat Mash, when Inhibit used to run these weekly Wednesday gigs.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I was
Bar open.
far too
and
young, but
I was just drinking it's like Swan Draft out of plastic cups.
classy.
Wow.
Yeah, all class.
I remember.
Nice. Where was that held?
Bar open, so I think it's around near where the Recobyte is actually.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Because I walked past the back alley the other day.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I think it's pretty much next door or
Okay.
very close to.
Maybe where is it Joe's Juice Shack or something like that?
I think
There's
that's
a
what
really
it's called
seedy
now.
place next door. Okay, maybe that's
it's
it,
Still
yeah.
pretty seedy.
Yeah.
It was also seedy back.
Especially
in the
that
day.
alleyway. Oof.
Yeah.
Hang
Yeah.
out by the bins, having
Yeah.
a dart. Good times. Good times.
We've got some dogs fighting under the table, so any noise, please excuse.
Yeah, just think of some cute little dogs.
Distracted by the puppies.
And then from there, so you obviously discovered drum and bass, fell in love with it. What led to you learning to DJ?
So my boyfriend at the time, his housemate owned CDJs and decks. And so I just got her to teach me.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That must have been a big deal back then to have a set of CDJs at someone's house.
Yeah, I learned on those CDJ 800s.
Oh,
Yeah.
So like, having to burn CDs and like do double copies of the
Wow.
CDs and
Yeah.
like print out set lists from like iTunes.
So
And
cool.
these days it's like on a record box link.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
USB. That's it.
Yeah, all these
Yeah.
streaming things, and I wouldn't even know how to use it. You know?
Yeah. It's so easy. And even they stopped this now, but they used to do you could stream straight from Spotify with like the DDJ 400 and the
Oh, really?
SP3 controllers. So
True.
you didn't have to download the music. You could just be like, oh yeah, just play it from Spotify.
Yeah, true.
Crazy how far things have come.
I know.
So did you ever mix on vinyl?
No. So I was pretty much digital. I tried, but
I've
I guess
tried
it's like
before as well.
it's
hard.
quite pricey to get a vinyl collection, and there's like
Yeah.
no space. I mean, I'd love one.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you're moving around like I am quite a bit,
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
a bit easier to.
It's a big commitment as well to have. You know, you really got to collect it and look after it. And,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Sorry, they were fighting, so I just I got them up here just to calm them down. Yeah, and obviously, like, it's very, very difficult. It's such a skill to mix on vinyl.
Yeah.
I've tried it 2 or 3 times, and I was like, wow, I'm in awe of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in awe of people who can do it.
Yeah, I think it's just like muscle. It's like you have a lot to do with like muscle memory, and it's just you learn over time. It's all
Yeah.
very tactile,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is,
That's it.
which is cool.
A lot of beat matching and like using your ear.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know like what
yeah.
actually mixing's about.
Yeah, that's it.
People
yeah.
are like, oh, is there a waveform on the CDJs? And I was like, you know, you've got these things attached to your head called ears.
yeah. They're your most powerful tool,
Yeah.
hey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what kind of advice would you give to like a new DJ, someone who wants to get into it, like absolute brand
Don't
new
start with vinyl.
newbie?
Start with whatever. Yeah, start with whatever like you know works for you. I'd
Yeah.
say, and you know get advice from people, but ultimately at the end of the day, it should just be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And don't go into it with things like, oh, you know, I'm going to play these huge gigs. And I guess me personally, you know, one of like my goals was I just wanted to learn how to mix drum and bass, you know, so I first started mixing like electro and house,
Yeah.
which is, you
Cool.
know,
Yeah,
a bit
right.
easier. And like
Interesting.
I had no idea how to like beat and match drum and bass, but, you know, eventually, you know, you attune your ears to it
Yeah.
and it becomes like second nature.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and
It's
if
a
things
bit-
just happen organically,
Yeah.
yeah, just let it flow. And
Yeah, I think
that
just
kind of
like do it for fun and yeah, like you said, don't come at it with that mentality of I'm going to be a superstar.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly,
Just have
and
fun
just-
and mess around. And,
yeah, link up with, you know, make friends through music. That's,
Yeah.
how I meet people these days, you know.
Yeah.
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 And then that's ultimately how you get the gigs, because you make friends who then run events or know people that run events. And
yeah,
That's
and
it.
everything, just flows. And it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like one
Yeah.
thing leads to another, and it's you look back and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's it. You maybe don't appreciate it in the moment because it's all happening so fast, but then you're like, oh, wait, yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad I did
even
that.
like, you know, coming and doing the podcast with you guys, and it was like, it was just really good timing with me
Yeah.
being
Amazing
back over
timing.
Easter.
Yeah, yeah.
And Em just, contacted me. Maybe it was the day, or maybe it was like the day after I accepted the High Life gig.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
What
I
are
was
the
like,
chances?
matter of fact, I actually am in town.
So cool. That lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were just
Great
trying to think
timing.
who would be really cool to have on our lineups, and I was just like,
Yeah.
Systym, and then it was kind of like, well, you know, she's surely coming back some point this year, so I'll find out, and then we'll try and link it up, and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm back in April, like yes, let's do it.
I know, everything's just worked out so well.
Yeah, that was perfect. And then kind of in that same vein, what would you say is like a necessary quality or skill in a DJ, as in like, you know, being really good at social media, like having a good social media preference? Do you think you have to be a really social person, and like, you know, get involved and talk to a lot of people? Like,
I think as long as, you know, you participate
yeah,
and you give back to, you know, whatever community scene that you're involved in, rather than taking.
yeah,
I guess.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There's a lot of-
Excellent advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to just be involved, and then when you do like the give take thing, then people will want to, you know, get you involved, and then
Yeah.
I always have this like attitude of like, oh, I'll go see my friends play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they come and see you play.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
you know, just like don't just go to like my own gigs or like just certain gigs that certain promoters put on. Of like something looks fun, I'll be like, cool, I'll buy a ticket and I'll go.
Yeah.
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 Definitely, that's so valuable, and it's really nice for the promoter as well. Like we've been on the end of the promoter, just seeing like, you know, people that you wouldn't expect to come to our events. You think like, oh, they're too big or too busy to come to our events,
cool.
and then they rock up, and it's like, yay, it's just
Yeah.
it's nice.
Especially I think now because you know, local scenes are
Thriving.
you can't have internationals flying in.
Yeah.
Which has been really cool to see, especially in Perth. There's heaps of gigs, local gigs, and everything's going gangbusters over here.
Yeah,
which is really
yeah.
awesome to see.
I think the local scene is thriving at the moment.
Yeah, everybody's
So
like really
many-
passionate and thirsty.
Yeah.
Especially after last year, and everybody's just wants to go out and have a good time again. So.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what was your first setup that you mixed on were the CDJ 800s, as you said, but what was the first setup that you owned? Did you have a controller or CDJs?
No, I think, I bought CDJ 800s.
Nice.
It was a DJM 750 mixer that I recently just upgraded, so I had that mixer for 10 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I've recently got a 900, DJM 900.
Yeah, nice. Is that the 750 Mark 1?
Oh, I think so.
I think
That's
we've
what
got
that's
one
what
of
I've
them.
got.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
I know, it was
Yeah,
just like
so good.
lasted me for so long. But,
Yeah.
you know, just this, when you record sets of it, there's just like that slight little muddiness to it.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. The 900s are a massive step up.
Yeah, because I thought it was during lockdown, I was like, I'm just going to treat myself.
Yeah, why
that's
not?
it.
Savings,
You've got to be at home. May as well
Exactly.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I guess it's good to have like the club standard setup as well. So then like what you're doing at home will translate to playing in a club.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
in terms of like the filters and.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
some of the controllers you can get these days are basically like 200s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The is it the XZ? XTJ XZ?
The XZ.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like crazy.
It's basically two CDJ.
Yeah. Oh god.
It's basically two CDJ 2000s
Just
and a
pull it up.
DJM 900.
Get out of here.
And the dogs are very excited about that. I want an XZ.
I want an Nexus. I want an Nexus. Yeah, they're so cool.
Yeah. So then the next question I was going to ask you, so you said that it was a female that taught you to mix?
Yeah,
that's
Kat.
awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. 'Cause I was going to ask, were there many other like females around in the scene when you started out? I've heard the name Nadia floated about.
Mystique.
Yeah.
I think she was probably like the OG drum and bass, female drum and bass DJ in Perth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So there was just a couple of females around at that
Yeah,
time.
and I was like Mona Lisa, but she mixed breaks.
I don't know.
And Amber. Oh, she's awesome. Like, I just used to go to Amber heaps.
Yeah.
When they actually when they were playing heaps of breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japan 4.
Yeah, Japan 4.
Yeah.
Yes, it was always Lisa and Philly.
Yeah,
Back-to-backs.
Philly
Yeah.
Blanc.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
think I caught the tail end of that. I can't remember what year it was, but 2014, 2015 maybe. And yeah, it's just such a good time. Like,
Yeah.
Amber was such
Yeah.
a special place.
It
and,
really was.
And those events were as well. Like it's kind of like roller in a way where you just get that crowd. Oh my god. Yeah, laughing out. Sorry. It's kind of like roller where you get that dedicated crowd and they're just there for the music and the good times.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
and-
when
and
it comes
yeah.
out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
Kids
Oh, I
and
haven't seen
whatnot.
you in a few years. Yeah.
And like people just seem to know each other there as well because you just like the regulars. So
Yeah.
it's like a
That's
little
it.
community.
It's super friendly and it's good.
Yeah.
It's very chill.
That's what we love about the scene and that's what I
Yeah.
miss about Amber as well.
Yeah.
It's just always good times there. But
It's fine, like people who go to drum bass gigs, they're just really friendly people, and you just don't find that. I guess more like the house scene or something.
Yeah.
I guess more like because drum and bass is still considered pretty underground sort of. People that are into it are super passionate about it. And when you meet somebody else that's into drum and bass, you're like, yes.
yeah,
Something in
you
common
have that,
already.
Yeah, you have that
Yeah.
connection
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
away.
yeah.
You're like,
Absolutely.
you're probably cool.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Now with that, because there wasn't too many females around, did you experience any kind of like sexism or prejudice, or do you think everyone just welcomed you with open arms at the time?
I consider myself like really lucky and fortunate because no, I haven't experienced any,
That's
negative
awesome.
behaviour or anything
That's
like
great.
that.
Yeah, that's really
I think
cool
that's a
to
bit
hear.
of a reflection of the scene for the most part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
Nice.
read people's experiences on some Facebook groups, and I was, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Some of it. Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've
Yeah.
got a really like accepting and
Respectful.
open scene and
Yeah.
respectful. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're pretty
Yeah.
lucky and yeah.
I mean,
Drama
even the
based.
fact that you've travelled internationally and you don't have one of those horror stories, that's really cool.
Yeah,
It's
just like I said, everything just happened organically and
yeah.
like, oh, and just really nice, friendly people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now,
Oh,
yeah, I've got a controversial question. So in the Drum and Bass Awards, they always have like category for best female producer or
Yeah.
like best female DJ. What are your opinions on that category? Do you think it's helpful? Do you think it's like unnecessary? What do you reckon?
I think awards, when it comes to things like creatively, it's a bit, bit of a murky area. But I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is, and it's whatever. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
I don't think it's negative. I mean, it's good that female producers and DJs are getting some recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm torn because I kind of think that, like, in the same way that that people should actively make sure they're putting females on the lineups. It kind of seems like that you're picking them because they're a female, but it's more just like you're trying to make sure that it's inclusive. And then the same with the award. It's kind of like, they're just a producer at the end of the day. It shouldn't be like
Exactly.
whether they're male or female, but also
So we're using the same tools
yeah.
to create
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
So,
But because there's so little females, I also think it's important to recognise them and kind of help them stand out a little bit
yeah.
to inspire other females.
I mean, I don't
It's
really know
tricky.
what goes on, in the house and techno scene, but, there's a whole bunch of female techno producers, for example, and I don't know, maybe they do have some award thing, but, I don't really hear too much, I guess, segregation in that part,
Yeah.
I suppose. But, I mean, I guess it's something that I don't really know that much about, so I'm just speculating.
Yeah.
Shit. So, yeah, I mean, it's, at the end of the day, at least, there is some recognition that, there is an inequality of females not getting as recognised as their male peers. Like, for example, Dynamics, I was going through their website and, like, all these female artists I'd never heard of, and I was like, whoa, it's, like, a lot of, like, big accomplishments.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
absolutely.
been really awesome.
Can you explain what Dynamics is, what that website's all about?
So Dynamics, they're run by a female crew in Bristol.
Cool.
Yeah, and then so they decided to set up a database of female drum and bass artists and dubstep artists.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can just go to, I think it's dynamicsmusic.co.uk.
Yeah.
We'll put the link
Put
in
the
the
link.
description.
In the
Yeah,
description.
I think that's really cool
Yeah.
to shine a spotlight because, like Em said, it's a bit of a double-sided coin. You got, on the one hand, they're just producers, and that's producing has nothing to do with your gender or sexuality or anything, but on the other hand, it's a very male-dominated space, so it's great to give them that exposure. And like you said, you go through that website and you're like, wow, there's so many ladies out there doing great things.
Internet and, like,
Yeah.
countries such as, the US, where, I wouldn't really, maybe drum and bass isn't massive in the US, but, all these really talented producers and DJs, coming out of cities I've never even heard of. And
Yeah.
it's really cool.
They've got a big dubstep scene there, so...
Yeah.
as well.
Definitely dubstep,
Yeah. I think the drum and bass scene's picking up a bit over there as well. Like they've always had a bit going on.
Yeah.
But from what I hear, it's getting a bit more
guess so,
popular.
yeah.
I think it definitely is here. Like the amount of times lately, like just heard like drum and bass coming from people's cars. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
I mean, you come back to Perth and you go to gigs like Roll and, like, this massive pub just packed out
Yeah,
full of
so
people,
cool.
and it's just, awesome.
I think there was even
Yeah.
an article in Bell Tower Times about the roller.
The character, Mr.
typical
Roller.
Yeah.
Mr. Roller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I thought it was a joke, and then I saw it was actually on Bell Tower Times. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's so cool. Like, yeah.
I think they got the age wrong because they like the age they wrote 24. I think the
Oh,
average is
yeah.
probably a little bit older than that.
Yeah.
But I think they made that meme like years ago, so it's probably relevant
that
then.
makes sense, yeah.
It's funny. I remember I'm rereading that article the other day. And I'm like, oh.
Still relevant?
Yeah, still relevant.
Yeah, it's so good.
They nailed it then. Good on it. Love Bell Tower Times.
Just quickly going back to the Dynamics website, the cool thing about that as well is they've got like drop down boxes, so you can sort to show artists in a particular city or a particular country, and like sort it by producer and DJ. So if you're
really?
in,
I've updated it.
yeah, I checked it the other day. So you're in Perth, you can sort it to show just who's
Amazing.
in Perth.
That's so good.
if you want to like book females and yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
And
really
I think,
cool.
yeah, especially because, you know, it is an initiative started by females, so, you know, it makes it more legitimate that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. I know
It's
what
not
you mean.
tokenising or...
Yeah,
you know,
it's not like a gimmicky thing.
Yeah,
It's like,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard of the upbeats with the inclusion rider? I just learned about this recently.
No, tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's really cool. They basically, well, the idea is that they, in their rider, they're required to have a certain percentage of females on the lineup.
Wow.
That's really
awesome.
cool. And I think that's something that we try to do with our lineups as well. Like we always try to make sure that we've got females on the lineup. And I think, yeah, it's a really cool idea to make sure that it's like, it's equal and it's fair.
Yeah, oh, that's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see more
They're such
women
nice
doing
guys
that.
as well.
Yeah.
Have you met them before?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Shout out to Jeremy and Dylan.
Nice.
Shout outs.
Where did you meet them?
Oh, it's been, you know, when I was taking photos, like I used to do a lot of photos for Inhibit, so that's
Of
where
course.
we met them first. Actually,
Yeah.
when I played at Shambhala, they were playing the set before the Sunrise Jam started. And then so Jeremy from the Upbeats was in the crowd wearing like this little unicorn top with frills on it. So funny. He was like, oh my God, he saw me play. Like that. That's so cool.
That is so cool.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
They're just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad. And the fact that they got the inclusion rider or the inclusivity rider sounds like they're really
Yeah, that's a
good
cool
people.
idea. I've never heard of that before until yesterday.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
I saw on
Yeah.
Facebook and I was like, yeah, that's a cool idea. Yeah. Do you want to ask a question?
Go on. So, okay, it's kind of on the same lines what we're talking about. What would you say is like your biggest hurdle as a DJ / producer in your career so far?
Probably because Australia is quite, you know, isolated, and maybe even like, you know, from state to state. The states are, you know, very insular, as in, you know, if you live in Adelaide, you play in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Unless like you make music and you're booked by somebody in Sydney, sort of thing. So I think it's mostly, how isolated most cities are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's not really an Australia-wide collective of community, I suppose. I mean, there's
I know there's like an
About
Oz DNB Facebook page or group, but it doesn't seem to be that active.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be that sense of community there compared to like Perth drum and bass group.
Yeah, or
I
even
haven't
just,
even
you know,
heard of
the UK. I mean, obviously the UK is a lot smaller,
Mm.
but, you know, if you're a drum and bass DJ in the UK, you know, you get the train to play in another city.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
I guess if you wanted to catch the train from Perth to, I don't know, Adelaide, you'd be on it for
Yeah,
couple of days.
quite a while.
yeah. But you've played around the country.
A little bit,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Obviously Perth, Melbourne, played a gig in Sydney. Yeah.
Cool. So
Yeah,
how
I
did you
guess-
land those gigs then?
Well, I flew to, I was actually, got flown to Melbourne a few years ago, and it was actually for an all-female lineup. And like nowadays, I'd be like, maybe, but I mean, hey, free trip to Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. And then Sydney, I was actually going to go to Sydney to see Hybrid Minds play, and then the promoter hit me up and said, hey, do you want to play support for Hybrid Minds? And I was like, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, you know,
Wow.
things like good timing and
Yeah.
it's just happening.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything just kind of lines up for you.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. So what would you say would be the best gig that you ever played? Or like the most enjoyable?
Well, most enjoyable when I think supporting Alex Perez for the first time last year, that's up there. So I played directly after Alex.
Yeah.
And they
wow.
let me play like an hour and a half. So much fun. And
That
I
would have
think-
been so much
yeah,
pressure
like,
following up after him.
yeah, and just like supporting Alex Perez was on my bucket list, and like it hadn't happened before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously Shambhala and Breakfast. Breakfast is always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, some big highlights there. Hey,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Nice
That's really
one.
cool. And then
Oh, this is a good one. All right.
you go.
We've all got this. What's the worst gig you've ever played?
Oh, there was, I think it was one gig at, I'm trying to remember what the club was called, but pretty sure like the booth monitor was broken and like the promoter just, so it was like the side room where I think the promoter was like put on like, it was like trance and like, I don't know, side trance or something in the main room, and there was like drum and bass in the little side bit, and yeah, the speakers were cooked. The knobs were falling off the mixer.
Oh, God.
And there were just all these cooked people everywhere, and I was just like, it.
Oh, yeah.
And then, the promoter was just like one of those real dodgy ones who we had to like basically call out over Facebook for not paying anybody.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally
Unfortunately,
did everything wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Not even checking the sound or...
No, it was also bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's horrible. I've done a show on I think it might have been even a bush doof, and the mixer was actually rusty.
Oh.
Like legitimately rusty. And I was like, okay, great.
Yeah.
You didn't.
It's
You couldn't even
getting like electric shocks. And
yeah. This is actually dangerous. Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my
that's
gosh.
a shame. But I guess you got to do the shit gigs to
exactly.
get
I mean,
the good ones.
that
Yeah.
kind of sticks in my mind. But everything else has been pretty chill. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think for the most part, like
Yeah.
everyone does the right thing. And
Yeah,
that's
totally.
good.
Yeah. Well, what would you say would be your favourite venue, like, of all time?
Oh, favourite venue of all time.
Let's do
Amber.
Perth. Oh,
Amber.
oh,
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
out of
Oh,
the world.
of the world. Mm.
I was going to say let's do a Perth.
Yeah,
and
well,
then
yeah,
anyway,
okay, right,
so
yeah.
Amber wins Perth,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah. Which is a pizza joint now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I remember when they did a roller in Amber
Did they?
once.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sick.
It was like, I
What?
think it was a one-off sort of thing. That Metro
That's so
City is
cool.
always fun to play at as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think every Perth drum and bass DJ, bucket list. Play
Yeah,
Metro
that's
City.
it.
Play main stage at Metro
Yeah.
City.
Definitely.
What an honour. Hey,
Yeah.
that must be absolutely terrifying though.
Was because it's so loud up there as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah. Well, at least the booth works.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
exactly. yeah. And then the mixer's not falling apart.
Yeah, that's always a win.
But I think
And
for
then-
vibe, definitely Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I think anyone that didn't get to go to Amber, man,
I know.
missed
I'm
out.
sorry for you guys.
Yeah.
sorry.
But then
that's-
people would say the same about Shape as well.
Yeah, well.
I think I went to Shape once.
Same. Did you go to Shape?
Yeah, it's a good shape. It was like Friday nights. They had a night called the Cube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard
Shock
of this,
One
yeah.
and Fetster and
So cool.
That's sick.
Bad Robot.
Yeah.
Now like legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're probably legends back then as well, but
Yeah, but it's every Friday
Even
night
more so.
they'd play at Amber. Sorry, not Amber. At Shape.
So
Yeah.
cool.
Wait, they'd play. The Shock One and Fetzer would play every Friday night.
Yeah, at Shape.
What?
Yeah, this night called the Cube, and it was
So
like
cool.
on
That's so cool.
sidetrack and yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately missed out on Shape. It was
Yeah.
too young, but it looked like an
It was
awesome place.
It was a fun era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet, yeah.
I wasn't too young, but I came into the drum and bass scene fairly late because I used to live in Bunbury, so there's just no
Ah.
drum and bass in Bunbury. But yeah, I managed to go to Shape once, and El Hornet was playing, and I remember they did on Facebook. They were like mystery guest, and they posted a picture of an actual pendulum. It was like, oh, you have to guess who the guest is, and I'm like, well, it's pendulum.
Oh my god, it's so hard to guess that.
Yeah.
So cryptic.
Yeah. And the line was like down the street, and then we
Hmm.
finally got in, and it was.
Yeah, when
it
they
was
used to do
sick.
the Origin after parties at Shape.
Oh, cool.
Right,
Yeah.
that would have been crazy.
And obviously, it was just door sales in the night. I think there was one after party where, a nice sideshow where they had like Sub Focus and I think a bunch of other internationals.
So
Like
cool.
little room in Shape. I think I saw Noisier play an electro set there once. That was just like
Wow.
sweat dripping off the roof. Oh, so much fun.
No
so
way.
Epic.
That's
So good.
awesome. Because there was but 2 rooms, wasn't it? It was like upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah.
Was that upstairs or?
I think it was downstairs,
Okay.
where they played the electro set. But
Is
yeah,
it-
upstairs was always fun as well.
I only saw the upstairs. I didn't realise there was 2 parts.
Because I did go there once, but it was for a dubstep gig, and I remember the DJ being like right in the corner. Hey, as you
Yeah,
as you
I
walk
think
in the
so.
corner.
Yeah, pretty much. Because they changed the setup of that club a few times. I think the last one was where they had all the lights in the booth
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
upstairs. And yeah, they served pizza for a while downstairs, I remember. And they had like
What?
booths and
Nice.
everything like that.
Oh my god, that is
Yeah.
awesome.
Bring
That's
back
what we
Shape.
need. Yeah, that's what
I
we need
think-
more of. Pizza at gigs.
Someone's bought it, and it's a club again. I think it's called Barbs.
Barbs.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really quite roll off the tongue like Shape.
It sounds
No,
like
it
sounds
sounds
like a
nice.
brothel.
barbecue or something.
Yeah,
like
right?
Kind of bogan. No offense to Barbs.
Sorry to the owner of Barbs.
I'm sure it's a
Um,
great place.
Yeah, well, I've tried reaching out to try and book a gig, but never playing
Oh,
it.
geez, how unprofessional.
Yeah, one day we'll be big enough.
And she won money. Oh, yeah, maybe that's it. We're no one yet.
Yeah.
Barbs don't know what they're missing out on.
Yeah, come on, Barbs. Bring back the good old days.
Pizza,
Drum
pizza
and
at
bass.
Barbs.
Yeah, pizza. Oh my god, promoters take note. We want pizza at gigs.
Yeah.
I guess that's where like Rosemount is fucking awesome. You can get a palmy and a pint for like, well, for roller anyway.
Yeah,
$20,
and
palmy
it's like,
and a pint.
it's a bit more laid back than a full club environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The Rosemount, since they redid it, that's also an awesome place to play.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
since
cool.
they just opened up that main room.
Yeah, because the bar
So
used to
much
be in the
better.
middle, hey?
Mm.
And now they've moved it all, so you got more room to dance.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
such
awesome as
such
well.
a cool place. Yeah, and the sound and lighting's incredible there.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's probably one of my favourite places that I've played. I'm
Nice.
very lucky to have played
Yeah.
it. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's
It'll be
great.
interesting to see if your favourite club is still the same after this weekend. Wonder what you reckon of the Recobyte Basement.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm excited to check it out. Like,
Yeah.
all these new venues popping up in Perth and
Yeah, Recobyte sort of popped up out of nowhere about just over a year ago, I think. For us, anyway, it came onto our radar about then, and since then, like we've been there countless times, and it's such a cool place because you got the basement, which is kind of amber-ish a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess just because it's a basement and it's dark and it's like really
Yeah,
loud and
grimy
cool.
and stuff.
Yeah, sweat dripping off the walls, and then you got the hall, which is again is kind of like villa. The hall,
Yeah.
a little bit. You got like the
Yeah,
upstairs
true.
bits, and it's really tall and like really cool space. And then you got the rooftop. Yeah, again, such a cool spot. So
sounds like, a
Recobyte's
few
great.
venues in Perth that just smushed it into one.
Yeah,
building.
Yeah.
And then a
Awesome.
restaurant in between everything, so you can go and
So
get
serve
some
pizza though.
Yeah, no, what do they do? It's like
No,
it's
real like fancy food.
yeah, real.
Yeah.
Well, I think we so we were hosting a rooftop event there, and we went to go get some food, and we had dumplings,
Oh, nice.
really fancy
Yeah.
dumplings,
Yeah.
and it was just strange having something so fancy and then going back upstairs
Yeah.
and raving.
That's
to it,
awesome.
so,
Yeah.
that
Did
was
they
a cool
serve
spot.
like pork belly as well?
Yeah, pork belly.
It was amazing, and it
yeah.
wasn't too expensive.
No, it's good. It's a good spot.
Nice.
Hit
Let's
it
check
up
out some
for
of the
sure.
food on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, I wanted to ask, who's your biggest musical influence?
Ooh, big musical influence.
Yeah, I guess that's so broad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe a few. Rattle
Yeah.
off a few.
Oh, drum and bass wise, favourite producers would be Caliber, Alex Perez and Break, if I had to pick three,
Yeah, awesome.
for sure. Yeah, lately I've been getting into Bicep, so they make
Yeah.
breakbeat
Oh,
and
cool.
stuff. Yeah, hip hop, listen to a bit of hip hop.
Yeah? What
Awesome.
kind of styles?
Oh, I just like I really enjoy lo-fi hip hop.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, just if you go back to kind of old schoolish hip hop, I mean like Jurassic 5,
Yeah,
sort of
cool.
West Coast fun, summery sort of hip hop.
Yeah, bit of like G-Funk.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love G-Funk and all that.
Awesome.
So cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's mad. Well, I saw Sammy post on Facebook that your set was very break-esque, so
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's-
big compliment.
Ultimate compliment, yeah.
Well, yeah, that was obvious that that break is one of your influences, and if that's easy to tell through your set,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
love
sick.
break.
Mad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because he played at the D.O.T that I played at last year in Melbourne. So yeah, that was really awesome.
Break
Fun.
did?
Yeah.
Oh,
So they had
Sad.
it's headlined by like Break, Lensman, and they had Kings of the Rollers as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Because they were here for
Origin?
Yeah. They were so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot
and
of
Benny
fun.
L as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Oh
I think
God.
Benny L played a separate gig in Melbourne.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
They were on the same stage at Origin, and I remember we finished work like just before Benny L's set, and I was like literally running in. Just,
Yeah.
"Oh, God, it's Benny L.
Yeah.
So,
Benny L's awesome.
yeah, and Kings of Rollers and that. Oh, that would
Yeah.
have been such a cool gig.
Mm.
Yeah, fuck
It
yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Really?
What time were you on there?
I was playing one of the opening sets. And so I remember getting an Uber and I was almost late because I was doing roadworks
Oh,
like from
shit.
my house all the way to the city. So this Uber took like 40 minutes. Should have taken
God.
like 15 minutes.
Oh, that's so stressful.
Yeah, and just like the girl that was emceeing for me, she was like texting me going, "Oh, where are you?" And I was like, "I'm coming." Just asking, like, willing the Uber driver just drive, just speed.
Yeah. I'll pay for the
Places to
speeding
go,
fine.
exactly.
Yeah, Oh,
Yeah, made
God.
it, and yeah, it was so much fun. It was like the room was all smoky and.
Was the MC Rampage?
No, MC was Diel.
Diel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Melbourne girl. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
so cool.
Yeah, there's quite a few female MCs in the eastern states, then, by the sounds of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Dale's been doing it for a while. So her partner Shem is one half of Twisted Audio.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. I've heard a lot about Twisted Audio.
Yeah.
They're doing big things.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, really lovely guys.
Yeah. And then to wrap it up, what's coming up for you? What things have you got going on that you're excited about, or what are you hoping to do?
Oh, so this is kind of funny. Actually, I haven't even promoted this on Facebook yet, but me and a friend of mine, we're going to start a side project up, and we're just going to mix house, just like fun,
sick.
sort of bouncy house and like, sort
Cool.
of bass house and things like that.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
called ourselves Front Left.
Oh, cool.
Front left.
Yeah. So we
hey.
got booked for this gig at the Crown Casino of all places.
What?
Yeah, it's just
That's
like kind of
awesome.
bizarre, but yeah. And so we're playing that in a couple of weekends' time.
Yeah,
Oh,
mad.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I do
just
love a bit
fully
of houses. though.
incredibly random and things.
Yeah.
What sparked that?
We just both enjoy mixing different genres, and we just hung out heaps over lockdown. We're just making jokes about how we could make like a side project and wear like stupid matching outfits and have a little collective going. Yeah, and just
Yeah.
put on fun parties and
Yeah,
do
just
that
have
kind
fun
of
with
thing.
it. Hey?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a good little segue from your normal stuff. Hey, to do something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just a bit more like chilled and a bit more laid back.
Yeah. Like I've
Mixing
personally started mixing house as well, and it's
Yeah.
really fun. It's a nice little break. Like do
Yeah,
something
like
totally
house.
different.
Recently played a house and breaks and garage set back in Melbourne. It was so much fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, I'd love to hear it.
Under the name Sistym?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, cool. Nice. Yeah, so you obviously love a bit of everything, hey?
Yeah. It's just like it's good to, listen to different genres.
Diversify.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
And the cool thing about playing house as well is like you'll surely get more bookings because house is like
That's
everywhere, every club.
Yeah. It's so accessible.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool, yeah. Did you ever do any like mobile DJing or anything like that?
No, actually, just before I left Perth, I was thinking like, maybe I should like take up wedding DJing, because I mean, if you get the right sort of clients, then everybody shits on wedding DJs. I'm like, no, it's the worst thing ever. But
Yeah.
you like
Pays well.
Yeah, pays well,
Pays well.
and you don't actually need to play shit music. It's
Yeah.
just
It can
Yeah.
be, like, we have a few friends who play weddings a lot, and it actually can be really fun.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
obviously you
Just
get
get
your
free food
bridezillas
and-
occasionally, but
Yeah.
like, whatever, like, and the thing is you get given a list of things to play, so it's just like, cool,
yeah,
just run
it's
through
like
that.
$900, sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
a
really
lot of
good money.
money,
Yeah. And I think it's a nice setting to play in as well. Like,
Exactly,
I definitely
yeah.
thought about it as well, but then I was like, that's pretty stressful. Like, that's someone's big day. Like,
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, big day, but it's like if you had, your own sound gear,
Mm.
and it's, if you're in the age bracket where, your friends are getting married, friends of friends kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Then it's just like one after the other, like through word of mouth.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easy.
Nice.
Easy.
Easy. Let's do it.
I know.
Let's do it, guys. We can do
Let's be
it.
wedding DJ.
Oh, no, I used to do mobile DJing, and I ended up hating it. So I was wondering if
Yeah.
you've done it.
No, I haven't.
Because you've got that eclectic taste, so you
Yeah.
probably do pretty well.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
And I do need to build up a bit more of like a house collection, but I do know what I like and sort of the sound that I want to play,
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. So
You know
Yeah.
that song that you like when you hear it.
yeah, absolutely, and it's just like I find it's like slightly less serious than drum and bass, because like I guess the sort of drum and bass that I really really dig is the deep dark minimal
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
of drum and bass.
Yeah.
Whereas bass house can just be like silly.
Yeah.
It
But
can
just
be
fun,
hey,
yeah, just fun,
Yeah, Yeah, it can
Yeah.
be a bit more like bouncy.
Yeah,
and just, like,
exactly.
a bit more weird
Yeah.
in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not like doing like double and triple drops, so it's more just about like vibing and
Exactly.
like just your tune selection.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You can do triple drops if you want.
Or
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
double
no.
drop house. It's like, ooh.
I'm not going to stop you. You could do a triple
do
drop.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So, for the bunker, what kind of style can we expect for your set?
Deep, dark, minimal, rolling bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I'm really into overview music, really getting into that label.
Awesome.
It's critical.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Flex Out's one of my favourite labels too.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Overview's sort of come out of nowhere in the last year or two and just absolutely been smashing it, hey?
Yeah, so
Sick.
Overview's run by one half of the guys who used to run, was lifestyle music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
So they stopped doing lifestyle music and then, he started up Overview.
Okay.
Didn't Overview just merge with another label?
That was an
That was
April
April
Fool's
Fool's.
joke.
It was.
Yeah. Was it Engage Audio, I think? Or
I just
might
go
be
on
getting
Onyx.
it
I don't
wrong.
know.
Onyx,
Yeah,
that's
that's right. I was
yeah.
actually going to mention Engage. Yeah, it's another label that I've been.
Yeah, I've been
into a
digging
lot.
them lately
Yeah,
as
they're
well.
cool.
Yeah, Engage and there's a lot.
So many,
in the
so many
deep
like
sort of-
small, labels that I'm also just discovering.
Yeah. Onyx is another good one.
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that you're going to be playing like deep, dark bangers. I think
Yeah.
that really suits the vibe down in the Recobyte Basement.
That's what I was
It-
thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
it's
that's
just-
my style usually, but it's basement. It's called the bunker.
Yeah,
So
right. Like it's gonna be sick.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. I'm really looking forward to it because I
Underground
haven't seen you
vibes.
play for I don't even know, like
Long time.
long time, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
First time back in. I was back in December 2019, but I did play gig there then. But yeah, since then, no, obviously not.
Yeah. Obviously
Yeah.
not.
Well,
Cool.
anyway, is there anything that you wanted to shout out, or anyone that you
Anything
wanted
you
to
want
shout
plug?
out?
Oh,
Any self promotion?
come to the bunker gig next Saturday. No, sorry, this Saturday.
Yeah.
What day is it again? Yeah.
I know. The long weekend just
Easter
throws
weekend
you
just
off.
throws you off. Eh?
Yeah. And if you happen to be in Melbourne, I'm playing at Rubik's the weekend after. Yeah.
Awesome.
Rubik's, is that the club? Name of the
Yeah,
club?
it's like
okay.
a warehouse venue.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
definitely
it's
heard
fun.
of it. Yeah, I could keep track of
Yeah.
a little bit of what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mainly from you posting stuff, to be honest. But yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah.
How's your music going? Any new music coming?
No, well, at the moment, yeah, I'm just trying to find time to sit down in the studio. Yeah, just, life has just been pretty busy with, lockdown lifting.
Yeah, of
And
course.
yeah, back to full-time work because, during lockdown I wasn't working Fridays, so that was
Oh,
a good
cool.
opportunity. But yeah,
Yeah.
back to full-time work now.
Back to reality.
I know.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, I'm just, definitely consciously making more time for that.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
That's
so to
exciting.
really just have to get into a habit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Down, doing
And
stuff.
sometimes like you the inspiration's there, and sometimes it's not. But when
Yeah.
it is there, it just flows, and that's
I
that's
think
like,
it's just, you just have fun with it. And
Yeah.
don't expect to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to write a whole tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
that's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Same sort of philosophy as DJing. Hey, just
Yeah.
have fun and enjoy yourself, and if something comes of it, then sick.
Exactly, and that's how like Ganges came about. I was just like messing about, and I
Yeah.
sent this like 16-bar loop to Maddie, and she's like, "This is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Let's do a collab."
Hell yeah!
Awesome.
Shout out to Maddie. by the way.
Yeah, legend.
Yeah, we love her.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, good old win. She's playing massive shows now. Hey?
Yeah.
Well, she has been for a long time, but
Yeah.
absolutely killing it. Yeah,
Mm.
oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So many talented Perth cats.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Well,
Anything else
anyway,
you wanna talk about?
no, I think that's all the interesting stuff. Really. We've got some grumpy dogs underneath us, so we'll wrap it
They've
up.
been pretty good, they're alright.
Not bad.
Billy's using Trigger as a pillow, and he's not happy with
He's
it, but
not
he's also
stoked
not
about it.
moving.
Yeah.
So.
Just tolerating it.
Yeah. Do you have any pets?
No, I don't have any. Oh, I do have a cat here,
Oh,
but I could take
nice.
the cat over to Melbourne. But my housemate's got a cat called Doobie, but he's more like a dog. It's so funny. It's the funniest cat. He's so friendly. Yeah.
Cats
Like-
are funny, hey? They're just like...
He just like sits in my so I have my decks on like one of those IKEA bookshelves, and so he'll like sit in one of the little cube things from time to time, and he sits in the studio chair, and I'm just like to lift him off and put him on the couch, and he jumps back up from there, and it's like
Cats just don't give a fuck. Hey?
yeah, and I'm
It's
just like
you
that's
are
my chair.
not the boss of
I think
me.
you can leave.
Yeah, this is my studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I would love a cat, but I'm just like, I think we're both too allergic for them.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Billy's hair, like I'm covered in it at the moment. And that just like gets up my nose and drives me crazy.
Yeah.
There we go.
There they go. All right, well,
Okay.
that's probably our cue to stop.
They're telling us to shut up now.
Yeah, well, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Thank you
thanks,
so much
guys.
for coming on.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me.
absolutely.
Really looking forward to playing on Saturday.
Yeah, we're looking forward to. Oh my gosh. We're really looking forward to the show. Yeah, really looking forward to seeing you play again. And yeah, Enjoy your
Yeah.
time in Perth.
Thank you.
For
Look
sure.
it up.
Yeah, go follow Sistym on Facebook
Mm.
and Instagram and SoundCloud and all those things.
All those things. Yeah.
Buy a ticket to the bunker.
Yeah.
Come check it out on Saturday. It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
And next time we'll make sure that the dogs are quiet, that they
Yeah.
are restrained or contained somewhere.
Yeah. I'll just get Mum to babysit them next time.
Yeah.
Mum, you know how you love me?
Yeah. And subscribe if you want to watch our other videos. It's going to be cool.
Hit that MF bell icon.
Boom.
I fucking smash it. And yeah.
Cool.
Alright, yeah, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. The next episode will be out fairly soon. I don't know, whenever we put it up, I guess.
Whenever we get time.
Yeah. Alright, well, thanks, Ari.
All right, thanks,
It's a
guys.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Alright, we'll see you later.
Bye.
See ya.